If you don't heal your childhood traumas, you experience certain hurdles that keep reoccurring throughout your life, and you never really quite understand why you still keep going through the things that you're going through. O tla re o na le dipati, o tla re nahana o na le party bad luck, o tla nahana hore you're cursed on certain things, and it's all the things that you need to heal, go within, and do the work. So now the word healing, mos raibona mo TikTok, healing, what healing journey, healing. What is healing? What is healing? When you are just a girl that's going about your life and you hear that you're supposed to heal. You're supposed to heal for certain things to happen for you. What is this healing? What does it look like? So I've taken time to jot down the steps that I think might help you as a start into your healing journey, right? Because the word is thrown around, and I remember with me, if I have to... So today I'm going to tell you a story about me. Before we get into these steps, I'm going to tell you a story about me and how I came about my healing journey. I was not even trying to heal. I didn't know. If anybody had come to me and said to me, Nthabi, you need to heal, I mean, like, heal what? What's wrong with me? You know? So my healing journey started in 2020. Lockdown dealt with this girl. My healing journey started in 2020. A few years or so before 2020, I was in a relationship. Amongst engagements, marriage, divorce, then start dating, and this relationship came to an end. And it made me start looking at me. It made me start wondering, what am I doing? What am I doing wrong? Agubambi, akuhlali, akuthi, what's going on? You know? Or why do I always feel I am done wrong? I leave people. Why do I feel people do me wrong? Kwenzakalani, you know? So I decided to take a break. I was taking this break because I was tired. I was like, I believe I'm a good person. I'm a right person. I give my all. I do amazing things in these relationships. These people are good to me. So I'm so drained. I'm so tired. And I really, really was drained and tired, you know. But I'm telling you the story because I want to explain the reason for my healing was not to heal me, was to heal from this relationship. Because what a lovely, great person. Relationship but sticking is not. So I decided to take a break. In this break, I took a couple of months, almost to a year, of celibacy, where I was nothing. And then there was not even anybody in my life. I was just going about my life, and I started embracing the things that I love to do. I got into yoga. I got into my gardening. I love plants. I started spending time with my plants, started spending time with my kids, and then Ramaphosa started to close the country, or should I just say the whole world shut down. And then 2020 happened, and the shutdown happened, and then my reality hit. So this is how it started. I hope I remember, but this is how it started. Guys, please, don't judge. So this is how it started. So I'm alone. March, it closes down. I'm still going about my business. Now I'm starting to paint. I'm doing extra things, and we're being encouraged to do things. And TikTok is just, you know, becoming a thing. We are TikToking. Well, mara, we are getting by. So guys, repentile, we've cooked, we've done TikToks, and we are still locked down. Pele manje papa. I remember a certain quiet that I could not explain. It became so silent in my life, in my house. The kids were gone. My kids were with their dad, and I was by myself for days on ends. And then it started. There is a power in solitude, guys. Guys, there is so much power in solitude. There's a silence that came over me and I could not ignore it. I started crying uncontrollably. For days. Firstly, I thought it was fear of sizofala. Man, 5G, bafikile. Aliens, like, you know, a lot of shit went into my head. A lot of things went through my head. Sorry for the bad language. And then I realized that there's a level of loneliness and my world is turned upside down. I'm alone. I don't know when I'm coming out of here. I'm closed in 4 walls and I have to deal with myself. I had to deal with myself. Cutting the long story short, it boiled down to me having low self-esteem. I remember calling a friend of mine, Nthabi. Do you think I can low self-esteem, my friend? You know, she laughed, kancane. But then we started engaging it. We engaged why I feel so, why do I feel depressed? I got depressed. Why do I feel depressed? We started unpacking self-esteem. And then I started researching self-esteem. I spent my days researching on self-esteem. Low, high self-esteem, everything on self-esteem, because I was questioning my self-esteem. I was questioning how I got myself in certain situations. How I realized how little boundaries I have in my life. I realized I'm such a people's pleaser. I realized so many things about myself. The more I researched, the more I realized these things about me, the more my hair was falling off, the more I was crying, the more I was losing weight, the more I was becoming so disappointed and realizing that I had been going through this life thing and relationship thing the wrong way. Even my friendships. I realized that I thought, nah, ke modelara. I've been doing this modeling thing since I was young. I mean, obviously, this kind of things come with a lot of high self-esteem. I thought I'm very confident. Dawo, low self-esteem. Will please people, will be scared to say no, will bend backwards and burn out for everybody to be around me, especially in a relationship. So, fortunately, as I was researching and it led me to other things, this video led me to this one, and I kept unpacking and unpacking and unpacking myself. And after unpacking myself, I had to unlearn and put back every part of me that I thought was me back together. I had to put myself back together and unlearn all the things that I have learned were part of my DNA, at least I thought were part of me. I had to actually realize I don't even know who I am. Started there. So my journey started with fixing my self-esteem, started with fixing who are you, Nthabi? What do you like? What do you like? The main question that was so amplified at that time for me was, what don't you like? Do you even know what you don't like? Do you even know why you do the things you do? Are you aware of your body, mind, soul, spirit when you do the things you do? Do you know how they make you feel? Are you just going about life because you are expected to, or you think when you do so, people are going to respond and react in a certain way, and that's what's expected of you? Has it worked for you? Because it didn't work for me. I moved according to people and how I thought they want me to be and who I thought they want me to be. And at the end of the day, it turned out they still even didn't want that. So I had to cut the whole page and start from scratch. and ask myself who I am. What do I want? What do I like? What's the future me look like? When I was young, how did I envision myself? I had to unpack and learn and heal, and it was not easy. It was not cute. I was ugly. I was doubting every single thing I do. I was doubting every single thing I say. I pulled back my energy from people. I had to be in solitude for a long time and find out, hore, ke mang? Ke ntse ke re ke mang? So that's the inner work I had to do, and I realized till this day, 2022 later, it's been 2 years. I've been 2 years into this healing journey. It's very new, but I'm still learning. I'm still healing every single day. It's healing. It's unlearning. It's reaffirming. If to this age I've had ways of doing things that are programmed in me, it's going to take time to reprogram this whole structure, this whole mindset. And every single day I get onto the journey of doing it. So today, I want to urge you guys to heal. And I want to urge you to start with your childhood traumas. So like I said, Dabaya healing is thrown around. Around TikToks, everything heal, what. Sometimes you don't know what you're supposed to heal. You don't know what you're healing. So, a nudge, like a little push to say, start with your childhood traumas. Why? Because most of our problems stemmed from that. Things that were said to you, things that were done to you, things that you were taught, things that you need to unlearn, things you're programming, that's where you need to start. Some of it is good, of course, but some of it you are operating on, even on this day, and it's not serving you. So, childhood trauma. When you were helpless, and these things became embedded in your DNA, these are the things we're going to start with. Start by being aware. Awareness. Guys, I urge you right now to take your pen and paper and jot these things down and make these 5-6 steps that I'm telling you, the start of your healing journey. Awareness. Be aware. Write down dinto that happened to you, things that happened to you when you were a child, that are still in your brain, that you still remember them. It's not going to be a lot of them. It's not going to be all of them. But the few that you remember, I'll make an example by me. I'm going to make examples about me throughout the steps so that you understand. Make an example about me. When I was up at 7, there was a day I was hungry. I stepped on a chair to reach for the bread tin to take a slice of bread, which I didn't know what to do with it. I'm 7. I don't know whether I was going to eat it as it is or get looking at jam. I could say, and Antsigi again grab a kalitsoho, threw me across the kitchen. Now, I believe my grandmother's kitchen was long. The distance from, first of all, the grip. Do you know, I remember it vividly. I still feel my arms helpless when I think about it. The grip of that little hand, the throw across the room, that fly felt so long. Guys, I feel like and hitting the cupboard with my back. I still feel that pain, and that took a long time. It doesn't affect me one bit right now. It's a story I can tell, but it happened to me. Amongst a few other things that Auntie did to me, may her soul rest in peace. I love her to bits and I've forgiven her. But I'm making this as an example so that I give you clear guidelines on how to do this. That feeling and that memory, I still remember it very, very clear. And I've gone through my life every time the worker and stories. But it took, now that I wanted to heal my childhood traumas, to actually realize what that experience did. Be aware of it and notice how it made me feel, And then move to understanding. How you look at these traumatic experiences in a new perspective will change everything. Now I had to look at how it made me feel when I was thrown around the room. Did it chip away my self-esteem? Did it make me scared? Did it instill some fear in my heart? Did it make me feel I can express myself when I'm hungry, when I need something? Did it take that away from me? Did it cringe and box me in a certain way that I grew up going through life thinking, I'm not going to ask, I'm going to find a way of doing things myself because of that experience? Did it? This is one amongst a whole lot of list of my experiences. So you can list your experiences. So understand that. Look at it without being biased as well, right? Look at all the challenges that were there for that situation to have happened the way it happened. Yeah? Try to understand exactly what happened. Now you're older. Try to break down. Could that have been the last bread, maybe? Was maybe Antigi, because there was a whole lot of my cousins that was in my grandmother's house. Sorry, my sinuses are still killing me. So she could have bought this bread, 5 rand, and now feeling at 8 in the morning, now I want to finish the bread, and maybe she's thinking the bread is for tomorrow morning. Guys, I don't know. Ne? But was she going through something? Did she have issues with her boyfriend in the streets and then she came into the house and found me on a chair? Did she think I was being naughty? There's a whole lot of other things behind the actual act. Try to understand without being biased. Try to understand it for yourself and for them. And sometimes there is no good reason for people to do bad things to you. Maybe they were a horrible person and you need to be okay with that. You need to understand shame. They were horrible people. Step number 3, compassion. Be compassionate, whether they are horrible or they were going through whatever, or you will know your circumstance. Find compassion. Be compassionate and in your understanding. But more than anything, be compassionate with yourself. Nakere, hug that little one. You know, Nthabi, it was not your fault, baby girl. It's not your fault. You know, what would you say to her? What would I say to myself now? Because maybe at the time, my world shattered and I was fearful and it boxed me. Now I need to take myself out of that box and say, baby girl, you were just hungry. You didn't do anything wrong. She probably didn't hate you. She had things that she was going through. You know better now. She didn't have the platforms you have gotten to heal yourself. So she's been going through life as an unhealed human being. And like I said, may her soul rest in peace. And I hope she left this earth healed. But it's okay, baby girl. You can ask for bread. You know, you can ask for bread. You didn't do anything wrong. And there's no need to be scared. There is no need to be scared anymore. We are in a different place now. Speak to your child. Speak to the child you. Release her from the things that have been holding you back. Allow yourself as a feminine woman to elevate and rise above the things that have been holding you back. Forgiveness, very important step. It's very hard. I have forgiven Anzik. It's very easy for me to talk about the story now because circumstances Zaga, Liena, I kind of understand. She had her own challenges. I'm not going to get into depth with them, but I also realized, man, I could have carried this my whole life. I forgive her. In fact, so much that I feel sorry for her. I feel really bad that she looked at life the way she did, right? Learn. That's number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Learn from these experiences. Learn to be better. What am I going to take from this that happened to me? I'm going to be a better aunt. I'm going to be more compassionate with the little ones. I'm going to understand that she is 7 now. Honey, she's going to be older and wiser one day. She might just teach me something about me, you know. We need to have a better relationship with the people that are younger than us and not look at young people as an, you know. Understand now that these things and these experiences can be embedded in a child's DNA and they can change how she moves or he moves in life. They can add traumas and not be that. Hurt people, don't be that. That's my lesson, right? And then transform. Look at your story and rewrite it. Write your own story. This is the aunt I'm going to be. This is the mother I'm going to be. I'm not going to be that. In fact, for me to not be any of it, I need to heal myself. I need to go back and look at things that are not working for me. I need to unwire this machine. I need to unlearn things that I have learned that are not serving me. I need to be a better feminine woman for not only me, but for generations to come. When you heal yourself, you heal generations to come after you. Like when you say it stops here, everything after me is going to learn differently, is going to move differently. You know, that's what healing does. If you heal yourself, you heal generations, you heal your children, you heal your family, right? Transform, rewrite, check your limitations and your beliefs after all the things that you had learned when you were a child. Check how they have wired you. Check all of it. I think you get the jinx of this and where I'm going. Check all of those things. All our stories are different. Rewrite your story, and then move differently, right? And then analyze your relationships. Now, this will heal the way you jola as well. Because the kind of man you choose for yourself, back to femininity, because even if we talk about healing and everything else, we are still in this feminine channel to address or to elevate our femininity. Now, my lady, as a feminine woman, you will start moving differently when you start with your healing. You will start even choosing a different partner. Analyze your relationships, analyze yourself, understand your patterns. Understand why I get attracted to these guys. What's I saying? That's what I had to do for myself. Why I get attracted to Babaso? I'm a good girlfriend, so Mara, people are not treating me accordingly. It's not them, it's me. I'm a reflection of my choices. Why am I attracting these people? Yes, what is it about these people? What is it about my person that makes me tick? Why am I even attracted to them? Sometimes we're too cute, told dark and handsome. Will you marry me? Yes. Why am I saying yes? What is it about this guy that makes me tick? What is it about this guy that is aligned with me? But you can only know these answers once you start knowing who you are. So, guys, this healing journey is an everyday thing. You start with your childhood traumas. They will unveil and reveal things about you. Break it down. Even go to self-esteem. That kind of helped me. Then you'll find out exactly who you are. Then you unlearn. Then you choose differently because now you're a different person. Yeah? So now you know, Hore. It's not going to be, will you marry me? Nyashata, I do. No. Are we aligned? Do we believe in the same things? Do we move? How are your values? Are they aligned with mine? If we start a family, if I have sons, am I going to be proud with you? Am I going to be proud of my sons being led by the men you are? Why what? Hi Sally, yes, fellow with chominyashad. Say, you know, you rather just even wait. You rather be okay waiting for the right guy that will speak to your soul, right? Could I have maybe seen some of the red flags if I had healed before my marriage, my engagements, my what? Certainly. I would have known who I am. I would have known what I like, what I don't like. Therefore, I would have known what I want, right? Am I being love bombed? Today, yesterday, you'll catch those things. You'll realize, right? Guy, like phone, you know? Please, also in all of this, there's a lot of these notes and I don't want to go through all of them, but my point is question yourself. And please, if you are the dark one, if you are the one that needs to heal for others, if you are the narcissistic type, if you are the one that has all these traits, check yourself. Let's make it a habit to check ourselves. And I'll speak for myself too. Much as I thought I was a good girlfriend, woo, bendinento zam. Like, I still have to give those guys a bells for tolerating some of my nonsense. Because when you are not healed, you are not healed. Guys, I wish you all healing. I don't want to go much longer on this. I hope we can start with this journey. If later in the future I want to teach or bring awareness about other points and things that might help you on your healing journey, I shall do so. But I urge all of us to heal. It elevates your femininity and everything else that you touch. So, to a great healing journey, Nthabi says. I love you guys. Enjoy your evening. Bye.